Hi plant lover, what is your plan for your terrace plant? It's a terracotta clay called Ollas. I'm going to show you why it might be one of the best irrigation systems you will ever use. Ollas or pitcher made of terracotta clay. You can going to put them in pot, in garden or any container like grow bags. Ollas have been used for thousands of years in farming and gardening. In dry land like we have here, it's just duty to save water as much as we can. Most gardeners believe in buried unglazed clay pot is a great way for making the best use of water for irrigation. Unglazed because you actually need seepage out of this material. The water is slowly released into the surrounding soil and absorbed by the root of nearby plants. Ollas irrigation is most efficient for crops like squash, melon, watermelon, tomato and chilies, but it can work for establishing young trees. For trees, gardeners often use pitcher, 1 pitcher per plant, sometimes 2 pitchers for mango trees. We can save up 50 to 70% of water use that we would traditionally irrigate. Also, the use of Ollas can save the gardener time and energy. The narrow neck of Ollas helps with evaporation loss. You can plant a seedling near it or around it. If you are a gardener or a farmer who really likes to direct soil and then you know they need a lot of moisture as soon as they come up like carrot or tomato, you can use unglazed terracotta. They don't wither as soon as it germinates. Ollas users report that their vegetable gardens produce higher productivity. Plants water in this way don't undergo stress cycle due to water and can live and produce longer. The concept is simple. Ollas keep your plants watered through a process called soil moisture retention. When the soil around the Ollas is dry, the water is pulled out through the pot pores and provided to terrace plants. If the soil is moist, the water stays in the pot. How big the spread of water seepage around the Ollas is. We have a chart that displays roughly based on the diameter of the Ollas, how far it actually is spread out. This is about a 6-inch across Ollas is going to have a diameter of 9.5, so that means 1 inch side is going to be roughly 4.5 to 5 inches spread. You need to place it in an area that has maximal spread, so obviously right in the center. If you have multiple Ollas, you just want to make sure that your Ollas not overlapping the spread, but you are also not leaving any wide gaps. What you are going to do is just dig in and burying Ollas, then make sure backfill around, because remember the soil needs to be touching the clay for it to have force suction effect. Refilling Ollas depend on the quality of your soil, the plants that are growing around it, as well as the size and diameter of your Ollas. Ollas should be refilled when the water reaches the 50% mark. As the soil becomes moist, the plants surrounding the Ollas will grow toward the water source. If you are in a cold climate, it's a good idea at that frost day to dig this out, clean them off, and put them in an area that they are not going to be subjected to a ground freeze and too, which of course with terracotta make it prone to crack. Plug up the bottom hole and take a caulking gun with some silicone waterproof. Tight all that kind of stuff and come around the edge here. Lay a bit of silicone around this entire system. Your DIY Ollas is ready. Try to think about this way to irrigate your plant. Until next time, good luck in the garden and keep on growing.